Friends, as this group of people gathers here in celebration, I'm struck by what a defamiliarizing experience this is. There's a strange and beautiful thing that happens when outsiders come onto campus. It's strange because in one sense, you can't see everything. You can see the A building and dorm and chapel, but in another sense, you can't possibly see everything that these places have been to us. Beautifully, we are gathered today on loaded ground. This spot, to me, for example, I've shared this with my classmates before, but the first time I stood on this stage was when I won a Youthquake scholarship in 2014 to attend Briercrest. And for hundreds of chapels since then, my mornings have been oriented around this stage as I've been called daily to follow Jesus, worshiping with the people I love in the place that I love. I've been blessed to bring the word twice while here, speaking from this stage to these people. And now, as I stand here again, I am honored to speak on behalf of my graduating class. Appropriately, my time as a student at Briercrest gets to close right here on this stage, the spot where my life was changed forever at Youthquake in 2014. I think God is a poet. My story is not unique. This space is heavy with stories of transformation, deliverance, and growth, so that what appears as only a stage or a chapel or a classroom or a dorm room with a strange smell is actually a place of testimony. There's something about the gift of human living together that fills not only our lives, but also fills the places in which we live them, and the grace of our God that fills us beyond measure as we seek his kingdom. I can't possibly do justice to the range of testimonies from this grad class, except to bear witness to the fullness of this place. I've gotten to watch my friends fall in love and fall off their bikes 12,000 times. I've watched my grad class use their gifts here, taking part in musicals, sports, intramurals, leadership, and academics with passion, struggling, being faithful, and blessing us. I've seen my dear friends come in as scared freshmen and grow into leaders before my eyes. They have taken on roles in this community that we could never have foreseen when we rolled onto campus as little freshmen one dusty afternoon in September. I stand here in awe of God's gifts, and I stand here so proud. I have seen people rise to the challenge of this setting. I have seen people stumble and be lifted up, and I have seen people turn to the Lord and find him eternally, continually, beautifully here. Thanks be to God. Though what appears as only a stage or a chapel or a dorm room with a strange smell might not seem to have this power, but by God's grace, the ground that we walk has been filled to the brim with stories of his goodness. And as we gather here to remember, I can't help but testify that the ground we walk is holy ground. Ebenezer's cover this place. As Saul laid down a stone after victory in battle, saying, "Thus far the Lord has helped us," we testify with the same message. We circle around this loaded space, we circle back to recall where we have been, and we say now, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." He has acted, and he has made this space holy. There are a few jokes, that you will hear at Carenport's expense when you decide to go to Briercrest. There are, of course, the Bridal Quest ones, which no one needs to repeat. Apart from these, most jokes revolve around the lovely rural Saskatchewan setting. There's an endless supply of jokes about how small this village is, and just as many jokes about how flat this province is, all with some truth to them. And I've heard my fair share over the past 4 years. But despite these things, that it is small and that it is flat, Carenport has been to us a city on a hill. It has been a place of light, a holy ground, a colony of heaven, as our chaplain has called it. It has been a place where the Lord has helped us, called us, and equipped us together. A place that we call one another to join in his kingdom. A place that changes lives. As we all gather here together, I'm reminded that we take part in a long history of here, a place where the Lord has been steadily faithful and will continue to be so. We remember this as we prepare to go out from here. I think it's only appropriate to go with thanksgiving. So friends, grad class of 2018, though I don't dismiss us, I want to bless us with a practice of ours that has closed every chapel, so back me up on this. As we go out from here, friends, may you go in peace to love and to serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.